I'm going to begin, guys, by asking when you were kind of growing up, when you were sort of teenagers, were you sort of big gamers? Do you have any kind of nostalgia and some memories attached to certain consoles or games?
It's all I did, actually, coming back, because I've been doing these meetings, and thinking that I wasn't much of it because I didn't know Warcraft that well. But actually, I go back to when I should have been doing homework. Constantly stuck to the screen of playing Sensible Soccer was my one, and a game called Another World. All Amiga based. You don't know any of those. You went completely blank.
Yeah, no,
don't know either of those ones I just mentioned.
I used to play old Earthworm Jim, Toe Jam and Earl.
I used to like, I knew that one.
In Newark-on-Trent, in the playground, like gamer is like it's just it's an idiot's term for
Is it a generational thing? Do you think that we're going to carry on playing games until we're older, like Duncan?
No,
because he still plays games a lot.
No, I'm 33. I still play games.
Yeah,
I don't.
I don't like real people.
Yeah, he hates everyone.
Have you ever fallen into the Football Manager trap? Because that's the one that really ruined your life.
I'm not that, but Fallout. I like open world games.
Yeah,
and building games. Total Annihilation. You remember that one?
Ish,
yeah. You had to get resources. Have people mining and then build.
I quite like those ones where you had to sort of run a hospital.
I think they're quite fun.
I'm so boring like that.
What game was that?
Hospital management.
Hospital manager.
I don't know. And running an airport.
I used to like the airport one.
Yeah, where you had to land the helicopter.
These
in the
didn't exist.
They did.
Real.
What are you talking
really
about?
did. Yeah. Really basic.
Definitely did.
What was that game on the Spectrum where you had to like collect bananas and flick them and?
Donkey.
Did you ever play the Michael Jackson game? Weird. Have you ever seen that?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, and he'd
Collecting
woo, and he'd like knock dudes back.
Oh, I used to remember that.
Yeah.
Then was always playing, wasn't it?
It was very odd. And what was the one that Sega dumped in it? They found millions of copies and it nearly broke it. It nearly destroyed the company. And there's a documentary made about it where they dug all the copies up. I think it may have been the Michael Jackson game.
Moonwalker.
Yeah, they had to dump. They made so many millions of them. No, E.T. It was E.T. It's E.T. on Sega. And it nearly killed the company, from what I can remember.
I think the 32X nearly killed them.
Yeah.
What was that?
Or the Dreamcast. I wasn't a big fan of the Dreamcast.
What was that? Just a new version of the Sega?
No, it was just their latest.
It was
console,
their new bit.
Yeah,
it was a larger bit, wasn't it? It was supposed to be 32-bit.
And it didn't work out.
It's funny because when Arsenal used to have Sega,
that's how I know.
And when they played in Italy, they used to have Dreamcast on their top because Sega is a naughty word in Italy, apparently.
Is it?
Yeah.
Do you know what it is?
I think it was wanker.
Okay.
Is it?
Yeah.
Not
I've just guessed.
Doesn't look good written on the front of your
just looked
jersey.
at
I just
Dominic
wanted to say
thought
wanker on camera.
Yeah, I just wanted to say Dominic a wanker. Wanker.
To go back, I say to go back.
Can't use any of that. Either. How many times you say it to my face?
Sorry,
I can't use any of it.
I take it back.
So,
Although you do masturbate a furious amount.
you have no idea how much I masturbate.
Right, well, I'm going to go talk about the movie slightly.
Go back, yeah. Don't look at the calluses on his left hand.
It's still on the subject of gaming, though. I mean, do you feel, because this has got such a huge fan base and a very expectant fan base, is there an added pressure coming into this project that perhaps you haven't felt with other movies you've gone into, just knowing what people have certain ideas of what the characters are like and who they want them to be?
I feel like I'm stupid. It's been definitely proven by. I didn't think about it at all. I didn't. I'm nervous enough about trying to play the role right and do that well, and I hadn't thought about it, and I should have. I
think that you reach a point, don't you? No, you shouldn't have. I think you have to. I think if you do start thinking like that and thinking of the fan base, you're going to end up in just a kind of panic. But you have to go. You have to say to yourself, "Well, this is what I've decided to do with this character." You have to be led by the person who you trust most, which is the director, who's a brilliant director, and believe that the choices he's making, that he's guiding you toward, are the right ones. But yeah, you're right. The idea of how many people already play the game is terrifying.
Because when we're all sort of kids, we want to be movie stars. We want to play cowboys, or astronauts, or kings. You get to walk around with your stick and your crown. Do you ever feel like I've made it? This is it. When you're walking around like a king.
I have a stick. I wish I did. Did I have a stick?
I don't know. Well,
no, something was in my hand. There were points where I thought, this is exactly, just as you say, that's what you do. You, as a kid, you run around, you try and build that armour, and you get
Is that part of the appeal for films like this? It kind of taps into that quite inherent playful nature that we have, which is effectively wanting to delve into the world of make-believe, which is all acting is in some ways.
Probably does a bit,
acting is
it?
professional lying. There's no two ways about it. But it's also, there's the beautiful metaphors of fantasy and fairy tale, you know what I mean? There's a lot of metaphor in there. You forget when you look back over the unsort of cutesified fairy tales, you're like, that's quite a heavy message in there. And that's what Warcraft feels like when you get into it and look at the history and read any of the books or get into any of that. But what was beautiful about this film is it never felt like you had to know the game, you had to do the thing to be involved in it. You know, as I went through, I was learning, and when I watched the film last night, it made sense. I wasn't like, so what? So who's the Urgelbert? I didn't need any specific names or... And plus, you know, if you're a fan, then they got the Easter eggs that aren't Cadbury's chocolate, which makes no sense. Because they're the best Easter eggs. Yeah.
But, I mean, because, Toby, it's not the first time you've played a kind of big CGI character in a movie. I'm just wondering, I mean, do you think you're able to watch this back more so than you are when you're just sort of playing yourself, because you haven't got that thing of watching yourself on screen? Are you able to invest in this more so than usual?
I could with Cobra. That was easier because I'd gone so like into the realms of animal. But with Duratan, no. I watched it, I was like, it's terrible. Oh man, what have you done? Why did you play it like that? So no, Duratan's way more humanistic, and it doesn't get removed. It's only because I hate myself.
Yeah, well.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Hey You Guys!
Hey You Guys, huh?
Hey, you guys.
Is that from the Goonies?
It is indeed, yes.
Nice.
Hey!